So, how do you tie the orange diving daddy? Well, first of all, you are going to need some orange tungsten beads like this. These are from Funky Fly Tying. They are oh so funky. You will need some foam cylinders like this from the Vineyard Company to make the body. You will also need a cheap Indian cape to take off a couple of feathers and make the wings. I'll explain that later on. And you'll need a cock cape, I should say, to make the hackle at the end of the tying. Alrighty. A hook, you will need a Kamasan B100 size 12, my favourite hook. Put it in the vise and make a bump of thread there. And then what we do is we put on some super glue and we push that forward and it's not going anywhere. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to explain what I'm going to do and then we're going to do it at high speed, aren't we, Ian?
We are.
We are, yes. The first thing I will do is show you how to prepare the body. I'll do that in a minute and tie it in, and then we will tie in the legs, these double knotted legs here, these daddy legs. They're great. Okie dokie, so I think we're ready to begin, but first of all I'll show you what I do with the body. Take the lighter, take a bit of foam cylinder, make it warm like that, blow it out. Oh dear, look at that. I feel like that some mornings. Get that off there. Ooh, ouch. Rub it between your finger and your thumb like that to bring it to a slight point. It's working, even though your thumb probably isn't. And then you take your scissors and you cut it at an angle so it sits in nicely, mind you, behind the bead. Whop, like that. So when you tie it in, it's going to look like about that. Okay, are we ready, Ian?
We are.
Here we go. And that's the first stage. Okay, for the second stage, you need to prepare, first of all, a hackle, like that, from your cock cape. Nice hackle. It's about, I don't know, you'll need about that much, I suppose. Maybe a bit more, but we'll see in a minute. And also, you will need to prepare, from your Indian cape, this little cape, you'll need to prepare a pair of wings, like this. This is a tricky part. There they are, the little tinkers. You tie them in one on top of the other, then you pass the thread behind each one to make them stick out a bit, rather like the legs, okay? Are we ready?
We are.
Here we go. And there you have it, the orange diving daddy. It really works. It works very well on the still waters in the winter. And it works terribly well if you're going up the river and you've got a nice undercut bank, because you know that they're going to be under there, don't you? You know they're going to be reading the paper, having a fag, having a cup of tea. Oh yes, to do that, you know. Oh, yes. And as it comes past them, they dash out and go. I promise you, I had 3 fish in about 20 minutes on the stretch of our river known as the Undercut. It's a really good fly, the orange diving daddy. I hope you tie it, I hope you try it, and I hope you catch a big one. I'll see you next time. Now, if you'd like to see a lot more flies, a lot more fun, and a lot more of my stuff, go to my website. It's at www.chrissandford.com.